You sleep for 7 or 8 hours. You wake up, grab your coffee, get on with your day. And yet, by 10 a.m., you're already tired again. Not sleepy, not bored, but drained. Like someone unplugged your energy battery overnight and forgot to charge it. If you've been feeling like this almost every day, you're not alone. And no, it's not because you're lazy or unmotivated. What you're feeling might actually be stress, but not the loud, obvious kind. This is the quiet, invisible kind of stress that slips into your body without you noticing. The kind that messes with your sleep, your focus, your energy, and just never lets go. Let's break down what's really going on and how you can fix it. You might not feel stressed in the traditional sense. You're not having panic attacks or yelling at people, but your body could still be stuck in survival mode. Here's what that kind of hidden stress actually looks like. You wake up already tired. You can't focus for more than 10 minutes. You feel foggy even after a good meal. You start snapping at people, and then you feel bad about it. And sleep? Either you can't fall asleep, or you sleep all night and wake up just as exhausted. This isn't normal aging. It's not just being a parent. It's what happens when your brain is constantly flooded with stress signals without a break. The problem is you've adapted to it, so now it feels normal. But it's not. Most people think stress only comes from big things like deadlines, arguments, or emergencies. But for adults, especially after 35, it's the small stuff that builds up. Here's a normal day for a lot of people. You wake up, check your phone immediately. Notifications, emails, news. You're already 10 tabs open in your mind before you've had your coffee. Then kids, traffic, meetings, messages, groceries, bills. Even in your downtime, you're still scrolling, replying, reacting, planning. Your brain is never getting a full rest. And here's the thing. Your body can't tell the difference between a real emergency and just being overwhelmed. So it keeps firing stress hormones as if you're in danger. Over time, that low-level alert mode starts to feel like your default setting. And it drains your energy, your mood, and eventually your health. Here's the part we don't talk about enough. When you stay in that low-grade stress mode for months, or even years, your body starts to reprogram itself. That constant drip of cortisol, it doesn't just affect your mood. It throws off your entire internal rhythm. Your sleep gets disrupted. Your digestion slows down. You crave more sugar and caffeine, not because you're weak, but because your body is just trying to get quick energy. And over time, your brain starts to expect this pressure. That's why even when you try to relax, you scroll, you fidget, you can't sit still, because your brain thinks stillness means danger. This is how a stress loop forms. Stress makes you tired. Being tired makes you anxious. Being anxious keeps you stressed. And it feels like you're stuck there forever. Here's the good news. You don't need a full life overhaul. You just need to interrupt the loop. And that starts with tiny, science-backed resets. Habits so small you can actually stick to them. Let me give you a few that truly work. No gimmicks, just brain and body science. Number 1. Deep breathing. 30 to 60 seconds. You've probably heard this before, but most people don't realize how fast it can help. When you take slow, intentional breaths, it activates the vagus nerve, which sends a signal to your entire body. You're safe now. This slows your heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. Even just 5 slow belly breaths, in through the nose for 4 seconds, out through the mouth for 6, can begin to shift your body into rest mode. Pro tip: try doing this before a meeting, during traffic, or even before sleep. You'll feel the shift. Number 2. Morning sunlight, 10 to 15 minutes. One of the most underrated resets. Get outside within the first hour after waking. Even if it's cloudy, natural light triggers your brain to stop melatonin, the sleep hormone, and start producing cortisol at the right time. This doesn't make you more stressed. It actually resets your internal clock so you feel awake in the morning and ready for bed at night. If possible, skip the sunglasses for the first few minutes and let the natural light hit your eyes, not directly. If you incorporate movement like stretching on the balcony, it will be more beneficial. Number 3. Take a walk without your phone, 15 to 20 minutes. We're so used to multitasking that we forget our brains crave space. Taking a walk without music, podcasts, or scrolling is like a reset button for your nervous system. Yes, walking alone lowers cortisol, but walking without distraction lets your mind wander, solve problems, and decompress. It's what neuroscientists call default mode, a powerful state where creativity and calm come together. Try it once this week. No headphones, no texting. Just walk, notice the sounds, the smells, the weather. It's surprisingly powerful. Number 4. Name the stress, 1 to 2 minutes. This one might sound too simple, but naming your stress out loud or on paper can deactivate your brain's panic center. When you say, "I'm overwhelmed because I'm behind on work," your amygdala, the fear center, calms down. And the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic, starts to take the wheel. You don't need to fix everything right away, but acknowledging your stress puts you back in control. Try keeping a quick brain dump journal or just saying your thoughts aloud in the mirror. It's like emotional first aid. Number 5. Cut 30 minutes of screen time at night. Blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs tells your brain it's still daytime, even at midnight. This delays melatonin, which means you fall asleep later and don't sleep as deeply. But here's the upside. Even 30 minutes of screen-free time before bed can improve sleep quality. And better sleep equals better stress recovery, mood, and energy. Try replacing that half hour with something calming. Reading, stretching, journaling, or even dim lighting and silence. Your body and brain will thank you the next morning. Number 6. Try a 60-second cold splash. Splashing cold water on your face or running your hands under cold water for a minute might seem simple, but it taps into a powerful calming mechanism called the diving reflex. This reflex slows your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and shifts your body into a parasympathetic, rest and digest state. In short, it helps you calm down fast. It's especially helpful during moments of high anxiety, panic, or when your mind is racing. You can do it at the sink or even press a cool washcloth to your face or neck. It's quick, free, and surprisingly effective, like a mini reset for your nervous system. Here's what I want you to remember. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're just living in a world that constantly triggers your stress system, and your body's doing its best to keep up. But these tiny daily resets, they remind your system it's okay to relax now. And when you do that, your sleep improves. Your energy starts to come back, and you finally stop feeling like you're running on fumes. Start with just one of these. Maybe the breathing, maybe the sunlight, but start. You'll feel the difference, even if you don't notice it right away. If this spoke to you, give it a like. Share it with someone who might be running on empty too. Follow for more real-world health tips that actually work.